Harris County Commissioner Precinct 1, Hani Khalil, Executive Director of the Texas Gulf Area. We have AFL-CIO apprentice Barbara Swanson from IBEW with us, and we have AFL-CIO apprentice Vanessa Guerra from Insulators Local 22. And I want to thank President Biden and VP Harris for this ARPA funding that made today and so many things possible here in Harris County and throughout the country. As well as I want to thank Executive Director Estela Gonzalez from Harris County Department of Economic Equity and Opportunity, as well as Executive Director Sindhu Menon from Harris County Universal Services, which has some of the apprenticeships, as well as Jay Malone, Communications Director for the AFL-CIO for the Texas Gulf Coast area. So I'm so happy to be here today, not only as one of your commissioners, but more importantly, as somebody who used to be a high school teacher. We are here to celebrate our Apprenticeship Advantage renewal. And why this is so important is that here in Harris County, leadership believes that everyone deserves a fair shot. And everyone deserves a fair shot at achieving economic freedom, right? That's the American dream. So what we're celebrating today is us working to try to make the American dream more of an American reality for more people here in Harris County. And we're doubling down on this investment of the Apprenticeship Advantage, which is now a nationally recognized program. This will offer tuition assistance, no degree requirements, and job placement upon completion for high demand industries and high growth industries. In Harris County, we want to make sure that not only everyone has a fair shot, but also that we are prepared for the workforce needs, not only of today, but of the future. And as our population continues to grow, as we continue to lead in so many sectors, we want to make sure Harris County stays at the forefront. This is a total approximate $18 million investment. It was $10.9 million was the first tranche and investment, and now there will be an additional investment of $6.7 million. So what this will help achieve, it will help hundreds of residents of Harris County learn skills, and they will earn while they're learning. And then they will have a job placement at the end. And we'll hear more from our partners about some of these different placements. I go back again to being a teacher, and this was one of the first votes I took when I took office as your commissioner. And many of my students, if only they had had this sort of apprenticeship opportunities. If only they had had access to be able to earn while they learned, so that they could create a better life for themselves and their families and get out of this generational poverty. And this is what we're doing here today in partnership. And again, we thank the Biden-Harris administration for making this all possible. Very briefly, in Spanish, quiero dar las gracias al comisionado Rodney Ellis del precinto número 1 del Condado Harris, a Hani Khalil, director ejecutivo de Texas Gulf Coast Area Labor Federation, a Alexis Moore, directora de desarrollo de NPower, y los dos aprendices que hoy nos acompañan a compartir sus historias. También aprovecho para agradecer a la administración del presidente Biden y vicepresidente Harris por los fondos ARPA recibidos, y a Estela González del Departamento de Equidad Económica y Oportunidad del Condado Harris, y a Sindhu Menon de Servicios Universales del Condado Harris. Hoy estamos celebrando que estamos luchando para que el sueño americano sea la realidad americana para más personas aquí en el Condado Harris. Hoy renovamos el programa Apprenticeship Advantage, que ha sido muy importante para las familias de nuestra comunidad. Sabemos que algunos residentes tienen barreras para lograr empleos de mucha demanda con un salario digno. Con este programa, aprendieron oficios y habilidades que dan justicia y seguridad laboral y económica. Hasta ahora, casi 700 residentes se han favorecido del Apprenticeship Advantage. Over 700 people here in Harris County have been able to take advantage of enjoy the power of Apprenticeship Advantage. Además, el 64% de ellos pertenecen a las áreas más vulnerables del condado Harris. Apprenticeship Advantage ha sido clave para crear vías hacia la movilidad económica, porque también apoya a las empresas locales a facilitar mano de obra de calidad. Una vez más, agradezco la ayuda de la administración Biden-Harris y del resto de nuestros aliados que están aquí hoy. Este ha sido un trabajo en equipo que incluye al condado, sindicatos y otros socios para lograr el mejor de los resultados. Como ex maestra, esto me hace muy feliz, porque mis estudiantes no tenían un programa como esta. Yo sé lo poderosa que es la educación para dar oportunidades y crear en la vida y para crecer en la vida. Juntos haremos aquí en el Condado Harris que el sueño americano sea una realidad para más personas en el Condado Harris. Muchísimas gracias y ahora le doy la palabra al comisionado Rodney Ellis. Now help me welcome my colleague, Harris County Commissioner Precinct 1, Rodney Ellis.
Thank you, Commissioner Briones, and I'm glad that you had the vision to suggest that we stop and pause and recognize this important investment that we have made. First of all, I want to join you in saying we appreciate what the Biden-Harris administration did. With these American Rescue Plans, they decided to do something different. They gave a direct allocation to the city of Houston, and they gave a direct allocation to Harris County, about $900 million each. We made the decision in this county that we would come up with an equity plan on how we would spend this money. We did not go and fill holes in our budget. We created a whole host of new programs. This was one of those new programs. I'd be remiss if I didn't also point out that we appreciate all of our members of the United States Congress from Texas and around the country. We're especially appreciative of those who voted for the funding and made sure that we would get it. I was at a labor union hall about a week or so ago. I was asking Hanny, why was I there? It is that season where we go to a lot of events. And we were there because they had national union leaders coming in to look at what we were doing. Only 2 local units of government around the country decided to fund apprenticeship programs like this. Ours is by far the largest. I went to the Union Hall and spoke at one of the first graduating classes just to see what was happening here. And I made the comment to those young people that when I was coming along, somebody referred to me as an elder this morning, kind of got my attention, ticked me off a little bit, to be honest with you. But when I was coming through high school, they would try and push people who looked like me and many who spoke Spanish in what they call vocational education. And I remember them telling me at San Jacinto High School that one semester, I took 2 city buses across town to go to schools to integrate, 1969. And they said, Rodney, after I took the standardized test, the test shows you would be good at bricklaying. So with my attitude, I said, you must mean the test showed I'm going to own a bricklaying company. So then roll forward, I went and got 3 college degrees. If I had known what I know now, and if I had studied bricklaying, I would own a brick company, and they wouldn't call it Perry Homes, it would be Ellis Homes. Most people couldn't afford to go get 3 college degrees today. Now I understand the significance of apprenticeship programs and filling jobs that we need in our economy. That's why we did this. I want to thank Judge Hidalgo. We kind of divvied this up, as Commissioner Briones knows, and her staff took the lead on this program. And I think a quorum of us went out to the Union Hall to announce that we were going to do this grant. It makes sense. It was the right thing to do, and I am glad that today Commissioners Court will extend it. And I hope that union leaders and other people realize how important it is. And if we don't get federal money in the future, programs like this have made a difference in the lives of so many young people. Number one cause of debt now in many households is college tuition. Here's a way you can get a good paying job, making more money than a lot of people make, even with 3 degrees. And you don't have to accumulate that debt to do it. So, Commissioner Commissioner Briones, thank you for suggesting we do this. And now I guess I bring up Hani Khalil, the great leader of the Gulf Coast AFL-CIO.
Thank you, Commissioner Ellis. Thank you, Commissioner Briones, for pulling together this press conference. My name is Hani Khalil. I'm the Executive Director of the Texas Gulf Coast AFL-CIO and one of the vendors in the Apprenticeship Advantage program. We're a federation of 90 unions and 50,000 union members here in Harris County. I wanted to give a little bit of more details about the apprenticeship program and then introduce a couple of the apprentices that are going to speak about it. Look, for over a century, Harris County unions and companies have partnered to jointly train skilled workers using the registered apprenticeship model. Look at any major refinery or sports venue or downtown hotel or commercial building in Houston, and you're going to see the craftsmanship of skilled union men and women. And I'm talking about from Minute Maid Park to Hilton Americas to LBJ's hospital upgrades. Union folk are doing a lot of that work. The U.S. construction industry right now faces 3 crises. We lack the skilled trades workers to tackle complex projects. Wages have stagnated, far too many. And in Texas in particular, construction work is dangerous. We continue to lead the nation in deadly work injuries and worker fatalities, something we are not proud of. Union apprenticeships are the solution to all 3 of these crises. And in our 3 to 5 year apprenticeship programs, apprentices earn while they learn. Through both classes and on-the-job mentorship, they learn the skills they need to take on the complex work of modern industry without having to go into debt. They build careers for themselves with family-sustaining wages and benefits and a secure retirement that most workers dream for. They come home to their families safe from injuries. Apprenticeships, in other words, offer a dignified and sustainable career path at a time where more of us are recognizing that college is not the only way to move ahead in our economy and brings its own set of challenges. So we are also thankful to the Biden-Harris administration for making investing in good union jobs a top priority. The American Rescue Plan Act has helped us build back better and create real opportunity for traditionally disadvantaged communities that were hard hit by the pandemic recession. We very much appreciate that Harris County Commissioners Court voted unanimously in February 2023 to approve this large investment in union apprenticeships by any local government in the nation. Special appreciation to the offices of Judge Hidalgo and Ellis for spearheading the development of this program in 2022. And let me also just say thanks to the Department of Equity and Economic Opportunity for working collaboratively with us to implement the program and achieve all goals. Let me just say a little bit about what we've been able to accomplish with these resources. So in the first year, according to Harris County's evaluation team, this historic investment has helped 458 apprentices enroll in our 3 to 5 year apprenticeship programs. And it's assisted 2 entirely new programs in public transportation and live entertainment get off the ground. And thanks in part to the vision and leadership of our Commissioners Court, union apprenticeship programs are enrolling more women and people of color than ever before. Almost 2/3 of our apprentices come from low-income households and communities in Harris County, and apprentices from all across the Harris County's 4 precincts have been participating. With local and federal government working hand in hand with unions, together we are breaking the cycle of poverty in Harris County and training the workforce we need to continue to grow and thrive. And that is why we are so excited today that Commissioners Court, God willing, will decide to invest an additional $3.7 million to further expand access to union apprenticeships here for another year. You can learn more about our program at gcafl-cio.org/apprenticeships. And today, let me also just bring up now, if I could, please, 2 of the union apprentices that are benefiting from this investment. They'll share their stories with you. and talk about the impact it's had on their lives. Let me bring up first Barbara Swanson, who's an apprenticeship in the Electricians Union, Local 716 Apprenticeship Program, and Vanessa Guerra will follow her. She's an apprentice in the Insulators Local 22 Apprenticeship Program. Barbara?
Good afternoon. My name is Barbara Swanson, and I am a proud member of Electrical Local IBEW 716. Thanks to Harris County Commissioners for investing in our program and other union apprenticeships, and for the opportunity to share my story with y'all today. As I was looking for a career change, because I'm actually an older apprentice, so it's not just for the young. It's not just for the young ones, but as I was looking for a career change, to give me more freedom and opportunity to go where I wanted to go, to where I wasn't stuck to larger metropolitan cities, I thought about picking a trade, and it made the most sense for me to do this because as a kid, the part of the holidays that meant the most to me and that I looked forward to the most was putting the toys together. That was my favorite part. As soon as I was done putting the toys together, I didn't want to touch them. I like building things. So I never knew what I wanted to be when I grew up, and I am so glad that I decided to go and give the trades a chance. When it was time for college and SATs, I was so terrified of taking the SATs because who likes test taking? Really? I mean, it makes no sense. But also, it was just, sorry, so scary. And to go off and get that college debt and build that, and then you'd have to pay, you don't get to work, you don't get to learn and get paid while you work. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. I'm so nervous.
You're going to own the company.
Anyway, like I was trying to say, through this program, I get to earn while I learn. I could have gone into a college program and actually went to school to be an electrician. However, after getting out of that program, you don't have the hours required, the working hours required to actually work as an electrician and get your state license, because that is a state requirement. So it is so great to be able to earn while you learn and actually be able to become an electrician once you're done, because you have the state requirements needed. Union really is the best way to go, in my opinion. Thank you so much.
Vanessa's up.
Good afternoon. My name is Vanessa Guerra. I'm currently a second-year apprentice with Local Insulators 22. I decided to be a part of this apprenticeship because of all the great opportunities you can get from it. I knew I wouldn't have the money for college, and I didn't like the idea of not being guaranteed a job after college. But the apprenticeship has provided me with a great opportunity to build a successful career and knowledge that my trade and skills will always be in need. I also knew I would like a hands-on job. The apprenticeship provides hands-on training, working and earning money while you're going to school. I love learning more about my trade and getting to work in different environments and meeting new people. I have been fortunate enough to experience meeting many new amazing people, not just from my local, but from others as well. And they also gave me the opportunity to go to the Trades Women Build Nation, and there I met a lot of amazing people, a lot of amazing other females who are going through the same thing as I am, and they give me more of their knowledge and wisdom about my trade. Being able to share knowledge with others and learn from others, connect about our trade, has helped me along my journey. Thank you to the commissionaries for their support. We're building a better future for all of us together.
We also have some elevator construction apprenticeships, if you would like to hear from them in a moment. But please help me welcome Alexis Moore, who leads NPower, which is the second key partner that Harris County has in this Apprenticeship Advantage work.
Good afternoon. My name is Alexis Moore, and I'm the Development Director at NPower. Today, I am joined by Kimberly Saunier, Senior Recruitment Admissions Manager, and our new Site Director, Dr. Sarah David. Our Texas Executive Director, Dr. Deanna Sines, sends her apologies for not being here today as she is attending NPower's national fundraiser. NPower is a national nonprofit organization providing individuals from under-resourced communities with pathways to prosperity through free tech training, social support services, and job placement assistance. Thanks to the support of Harris County and the Biden-Harris administration, we expanded our presence in Texas and launched NPower locally at the beginning of 2023. By working at the intersection of poverty alleviation, workforce diversity, and the tech industry, we have seen significant impacts from our programs and services in just 2 years. Through our no-cost Tech Fundamentals program, we offer hands-on training and in-demand certifications that aligns with the current and future needs for technology professionals. This program directly prepares students for the workforce, addressing a crucial gap for many who do not excel in traditional academic settings. Our students are not only gaining the technical skills required for high-quality tech jobs, but they are also developing essential soft skills through our professional development initiatives, such as financial literacy, resume building, and mock interview classes. Additionally, they receive ongoing support from our social support manager to help them successfully complete the program. In our inaugural cohort, we served 31 students. Can you believe a year and a half later, we have enrolled 73 students in the current cohort? In total, we have served 242 students, representing every precinct within the county, and the majority of them being people of color. And we look forward to expanding our efforts to assist more individuals and their families through our ongoing partnership with Harris County. Last year, we served 35% women and 62% men. By being more intentional in our recruitment strategies, thanks to Kim, we are proud to report that women comprise 45% of this year's enrollees. As a registered Department of Labor Apprenticeship Program, our goal is for students to secure an apprenticeship, internship, or full-time position after graduation. On average, our Harris County graduates entered the program with a pre-program salary of $17,656. Through their determination and hard work, they are now earning an average post-program salary of $52,483. And this reflects an almost 200% increase. Now I'd like to tell you about some of the lives that have been changed through our partnership with Harris County. Jared graduated just this past summer, and he is now earning nearly twice that he made before joining NPower, working in a help desk role. Jordan has now transitioned into a tech career at the same company where he previously worked as a custodian. And our recent graduate, Nedra, whom some of you might have met when she shared her story at last month's Commissioner's Court, recently landed a full-time position as a cybersecurity analyst after completing her apprenticeship. And she is the only African American in her company holding this position. We are here because of them, filled with pride to be a part of their transformative journeys. We want to thank Judge Hidalgo, Commissioners Ellis, Briones, Garcia, Ramsey, and the Department of Economic Equity and Opportunity for their unwavering support of our students in our program. Together, we are looking forward to serving even more students, driving innovation within the county, breaking the cycle of generational poverty, and building wealth through successful tech careers for our students, their families, and their communities. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. At this time, we will open the floor for questions from the media. All right, thank you all so much for being here, and anyone who wants to speak off podium to our guests here are welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I know why I was there.